as the whole becomes a part, I strike to burn, and the flame returns.
It's been, what? It's been like 2 weeks? I mean, 2 weeks. I'm done. You want to talk about regretting your vote? In 2 weeks, I went from the highest high to being unemployed. Lost my job last night, got a phone call. The repercussions of what Elon Musk are doing with the USAID has real repercussions for real people.
I'm mad emotional.
For the last 7 years,
Well,
I have
sorry.
been
Why
a
is she
shift
smiling?
lead on Project Bus, where we studied to find out if the wheels on the bus went round around or not. And all of a sudden, Elon, who's not even elected, gets in.
Okay. That's how I see where we're going.
And I'm out of a job.
See where we're going. Okay.
What do I tell my family? What do I tell my kids?
Okay, I see why she's laughing. All right.
This isn't a joke. This USAID stuff is not a joke, man. It's affecting real people. And the worst part is, what if we've never figured out? What if we never figure out if in fact the wheels on the bus do go round and round? There's nobody.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the most hilarious things I've seen all week. My man almost had me in the beginning. Yeah. I'm just glad that Americans are still able to find humor in dark situations, because honestly, mother should be fuming about the abuse and waste, of the government under the guise of international aid. I mean, need I remind you?
This is what Democrats are fighting to save. $20 million for Iraqi Sesame Street, $2 million for Moroccan pottery classes, $11 million to tell Vietnam to stop burning trash, $27 million to give gift bags to illegals before we deport them, millions to help Afghanis grow crops instead of opium. That program was such a success that opium production doubled. We also gave Afghanistan $300 million to build diesel fuel power plants, but they couldn't use them because diesel was too expensive. $200 million on a dam that was too unsafe to ever be used. We could have used that dam in California. $250 million on a road that was never used. We literally built a road to nowhere. Oh, and we gave Syrians $9 million for humanitarian aid, but someone messed up and it went to Al-Qaeda. $1 million for bat research in Wuhan. That equates to $1 million for each dead American. USAID was funding Fashion Week in Paris. France isn't even paying its NATO dues, and we're paying for their Fashion Week. USAID's a $40 billion deep state social justice slush fund.
And here's the reason why Elon Musk and others have been taking a look. Because if you look at the waste and abuse that has run through USAID over the past several years, these are some of the insane priorities that organization has been spending money on. $1.5 million to advance DEI in Serbia's workplaces, $70,000 for a production of a DEI musical in Ireland, $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia, $32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. I don't know about you, but as an American taxpayer, I don't want my dollars going towards this crap, and I know the American people don't either, and that's exactly what Elon Musk has been tasked by President Trump to do, to get the fraud, waste, and abuse out of our federal government. Thank you, guys. And I would just say a strong message to Democrats who are out there pretending to be outraged about the long list of crap that this administration is cutting, federal waste and funding, like $2 million for sex changes in Guatemala, $6 million to fund tourism in Egypt, $20 million on a new Sesame Street show in Iraq, $4.5 million to combat disinformation in Kazakhstan. I could go on, and I'm happy to provide this list to every single one of you. Democrats are outraged that the American people want to be, they want their taxpayers going to good uses, not stuff like this. But then they're very quiet about the fact that there are still North Carolinians and people in California who have lost everything. And in the last...
And that's just a few things. Democrat voters, because that's mainly who can't think for themselves. They're acting like their pockets are being affected by this fraud or exposure of the fraud, right? It's like, but it's only 1%, Yeah, but if the deficit is in the trillions, let alone the spending, I'm no math genius, but at the very least, that's 1%. That 1% amounts to hundreds of millions, I would say, that could be allocated to the American people who need it. As the people tasked Trump to do, as Trump tasked Elon to do, as Elon is doing. But what do I know? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe if you like the content. Hit the notification bell. And with that said, hopefully you've been entertained and informed while passing this precious time that we have. And hopefully I've earned your sub. I go by the name of Mac. This has been Doing It for GP. Till next time.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here, because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here.
Never did me, I spit the truth. Call you aware, fear-driven niggas get the boot. All of you squares couldn't fit up in my circle. All of us rare and will hurt you severe. Slow your roll, nigga, patience is a virtue.